Okay, so today I'm gonna be giving my 2000 round review of the SMS Trinity. I've owned this unit for about 6 months to 7 months. They were giving a raffle away a while back, and I happened to be one of the winners. And these guys send it to me just so we can get that out there. So yeah, so I didn't pay for this unit at all. I actually had it sent out from those guys. And they sent it to me as if like I had purchased it. So that's nice. My only issues that I can tell you right now is the diffuser cap. You see the diffuser cap for the illuminator, it just came off. I'm assuming because of all the heatness. So now, okay, so let me just get this out of the way right now. It is clear and we are on safe, just for all the FUDs out there. But yeah, I've been running this for about 6 months. I have about 2,000 rounds down through it, and as of now, it has not shifted zero at all. I have not had any issues, any concerns at all with the unit. I have seen online a couple people have a couple issues with whether their laser is not holding zero and stuff like that. But I think it was maybe because of the mounts. And the screw mounts. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Me personally, I have not ran this professionally, but as you can see, it has all these little dings where, like, I actually like run it. Like, I run around with it. I throw it everywhere. I don't really care. Like, I actually run this rifle, and this is literally my only running and gunning rifle that I own. I have this, and I have a Mark 12. Well, not a Mark 12, a SPR. And yeah, these are my only two rifles, and I run the heck out of these rifles, and I have not had any issues with this SMS Trinity. Now, have I used it under nods? I have not. Unfortunately, where I just became a member at the range, the clothesline for that already closed, so they're not gonna be doing night shoots until about, when the time zone changes again. So maybe around October's. Which doesn't matter because I plan on being a member there for as long as as long as they don't close the place down. I'm always gonna try to be there. So eventually we are gonna have night vision content coming soon once that gets sorted out. But yeah, this SMS Trinity is very sweet, man. Like, very sweet to run. Like, especially with the laser. Like, I ran the laser like a lot. Usually whenever I used to go to indoor ranges and stuff, I used to always just initiate the laser and use it. But yeah, and the thing is that this unit looks very attractive, more attractive than their last unit. That's what really got me into like the SMS when they first came out with their second unit, the HFXC. I had an FD version. I did pay for that one, and I never had any issues with it at all. Never. I never ran it in the rain because I know it's not waterproof. But supposedly this one is waterproof, and it had like a whole bunch of gunk right here where it came, which I'm assuming that was like a type of sealant. And where I go at, we have a lot of sugar sand when you're running and gunning, and you're getting into prone, out of prone, you get dirt everywhere, man. That sugar sand gets everywhere. And I had all this right here where it has all gunk, everything dirt, white sugar sand. So I just went ahead and got an air compressor and just sprayed it off, and it looked like the gunk came off, but I'm not too worried about it, man. I mean, like I said, I did receive this unit for free from SMS, and yeah, I just been running it, and I'm telling you, I have not had any issues whatsoever, except for the diffuser cap, which I know that there's companies out there that make aftermarket diffuser caps, which I'm gonna end up ordering one in the near future. I just haven't came around to it, and I haven't even changed the battery. I'm telling you, I ran this for about 6 months. Not hardcore use, because at the end of the day, this is not my profession. I'm just a LARPer, just like everyone else. But for the most part, I can say, like, I shoot weekly. I go at least once a week, and this is my main rifle. So this rifle, every time I go, at least sees about 120 to 200 rounds every range trip. So yeah, about 2,000 rounds, if not even more, because I had this unit right here before I even had this rifle. I had a Anderson 10.5 that I have recently got rid of, unfortunately. That's what I started with. But yeah, this thing is freaking sweet, man. And for the price point, bro, you cannot beat it. I have a different unit that I'm gonna be doing a review on. I haven't ran it yet, like how I have ran this one, and the other one is a spec precision Engao, and that one I was having trouble with in the beginning because I don't know if I didn't torque it right, or I don't know what the issue was, but it did lose zero in the beginning, and then I torqued it, and it did not lose zero. But all right, cool. And like I was saying, I have a different unit that I'm also gonna be reviewing, and I'm gonna be comparing the SMS to that unit, which is like I said before, it's the Engao by Spec Precision. Like I said, I did have that issue with it, which now I'm running it on my SPR. I have not had any issues with it whatsoever. But at the same time, you know, let's have a control group, which this rifle is gonna be my control group, which I'm gonna get after this video I'm gonna take this off because I already did my 2,000 round review. So I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna throw on the Engao and I'm gonna run it for another 2,000 rounds, and then we'll make another video comparing the two. But yeah, that's really just it. If you're on like basically whether you should get this unit or not, in my opinion, if you're looking into this unit initially, is because you're not trying to spend $1,000 on a laser. And I understand, because you know the way things are nowadays, bro, everything's expensive. Unfortunately, anything that has to do with guns is expensive. Anything that has to do with your daily life is expensive. So nowadays, whenever you're able to cut and find something that works for the price, you know, it's something fantastic, which I feel as though the SMS is definitely that. As you can tell, most of my gear that I run, I try to budget orient it, but I also do not try to go all cheap with it, because at the end of the day, I have went cheap with stuff before and have had it bite me back in the butt. So like I say, I don't live my model by buy once, cry once. Sometimes I try to find the intermediate to it, because at the end of the day, I still have a life to live, and I still have, outside of this gun things, I still have responsibilities. So, but as you can tell from how my rifle looks, yeah, all my stuff is just budget oriented, just like my nods. Obviously, they're not cheap. They're still about $5,000 nods, but compared to like other prices, like to get in the door, you're not beating that. Just like my rifle is very budget oriented rifle. It's not the cheapest rifle out there at all. It's not a PSA dagger, it's a BCM. So yeah, yeah, basically most of my stuff is just really budget oriented. The mount, instead of going for like a $200 mount, I went and got a Reptilia mount, $100. You're not beating it, and it's a real mount. It's not a fake mount. It's not the fake one. It's a real one. See, made in USA. As you can tell. As you can tell with the SIG Romeo 5 Gen 2, budget oriented. Like I said, the rifle is budget oriented, and it's very budget oriented. Basically in my situation, because I bought a Blem upper for about $700, and then I sourced the lower for $400 on Gun Trader. So yeah. And then if you guys want me to let you to like basically, this is a clone light, right? I think this clone light has more rounds than basically than the rifle and this combined, because this, I've had this for about like almost 2 years, and I have not had any issues with it. I know it sounds crazy, but I really have not had any issues with it. Now, I know there's gonna be that one person out there, well, when you do have an issue, well, when that issue does arise, I am gonna be upgrading this to a mod light, and that's what I'm gonna be running. But for now, like I said, I have not had any issues with this light at all. Now, my life does not depend on this rifle at all. You know, if it did, I feel comfortable running it the way I have it set up. Why? Because like I said, I've ran it. I've taken multiple courses already. Have not had any issues, thank God. But yeah, this is my initial review. If you like I said, whatever you guys see on this rifle, and you guys want me to break down a little bit more closer down, like whether it be the red dot, whether it be why I chose this setup, or what was my thinking behind it, or even if you guys want me to just break down like me review like the 2,000 round review for the actual rifle, just the rifle, like just comment it down. Like this is I'm new to all this stuff. Like I really want to push out more content, and I just don't know how to start. And I get a lot of advice from other people, and they're like, man, just record, just drop, and whatever the people tell you, just drop it. And if you have people hating on you, fuck it. Like what are you gonna do about it? At the end of the day, I'm out here training. I'm trying to educate myself. I'm trying to be proficient in what I'm doing. I don't want to just be another person running around with a gun and not knowing, number one, your fundamentals, not knowing like, yeah, your fundamentals, and not being a proficient shooter. I want to be a proficient shooter. I want to be able to push out like the right content for people like that are on a budget, because that's what it is. It's all about getting the reps and being able to actually get out there. Because imagine you spend all this money on gear, and then where's the ammo? Ammo is the most important thing that you can do. Before you start buying any of this thing, I feel like the best thing you can do is get yourself a rifle and get yourself a mags and get yourself ammo. That's the bottom line, what you need to do. Why? Because at the end of the day, you can have all this Gucci stuff, but if you don't even know how to run it, there's no point in you even buying it. At the end of the day, all you're gonna be is just another loot pickup. That's, you know what I mean? Like me, I'm not the fittest person. I'm not the best shooter. I'm not the most accurate shooter. I'm not a sharp shooter. I'm just a person who's here and is trying to get educated and wants others to push the same movement of becoming educated with your firearm. Because at the end of the day, every single round that comes out of this gun, you are responsible for. So, and yeah, and like another thing with my sling, you see, budget oriented, Blue Force. You can say about 2 of them, but Blue Force, it's not even cheap. It's not even expensive. So yeah, everything that I have is just budget oriented stuff that, you know, that I have ran and I can say works. Now, would I like to upgrade certain things on my gun? Yes, I would. I would like to upgrade my red dot to a SIG Romeo 4T, which I hope one day I'm able to buy. For sure, I'll be able to buy it. It's just all about, you know, once this stops working or something happens with this, is then I start upgrading. Not because I don't like how it looks. Now I'm gonna go buy a new one. No, because at the end of it, that's $400 that I could use to buy 800 to 1,000 rounds of ammo. That's gonna get me out at the range for a whole month. So that's why I like to think about what I'm gonna buy before I buy it. Because the way I look at things now, when I buy gun stuff, is like, dang, that's ammo. Dang, I could have bought ammo. Dang, that could have got me out there. Because I care about the reps. I care about actually going out there and putting the work behind the rifle. I don't just want to look cool on Instagram. I don't even post pictures of me with guns or nothing. Because, like I said, this is more or less a personal hobby that I love, you know. And like the laser, boom, the laser. I want to upgrade to a Holosun Iris, the new one that they have. But I'm running these right now because this is what I have to run right now. Now, do I have to upgrade my rifle and I have to go get another rifle? No, I don't. Why? Because I went and got something decent that was going to run, that I was going to be able to use in all types of applications that I feel the need for. So, yeah, this is a BCM 11.5, just in case you weren't there. But, yeah, let's see where this journey takes me. And hopefully you guys stay here and just see me grow and become more knowledgeable and, you know, less nervous and be more informative too. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a newbie. I'm not somebody that knows a lot about firearms. I don't have this as a profession. I didn't grow up around guns. I didn't grow up around none of this. I'm basically the first generation of anything that has to do with this hobby. And yeah, appreciate it.